Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, so it is time for us to do our Mopar Monday. I cleared out the front row in front of the dealership so we could put the cars we're about to unbox there. We got 3 Mopars for you today, 2 Dodges and a Plymouth. And as you can see over here, we added that little Greenlight garage to the diorama, kind of an extra spare building for high performance builds or something like that. If you guys are not familiar with Mr. Norm's, there was a building across the street from his dealership where they stored a bunch of stuff, and I was kind of like using this as, I don't know, kind of paying tribute to that setup. But the building they had was much larger. It was, I don't know, 2 or 3 story building, and they stored new Mopars over there and maybe some of their old race cars and stuff like that too. I'm not sure what all they kept in there, but it did have, the dealership did have another building that was right across the street from it. So anyways, back to the dealership here. And we'll go ahead and crack open the E body first. The other 2 are B bodies. So we have this guy here. This is your 1971 Dodge Challenger RT. And this is from the Greenlight GL Muscle series. And this is from Series 13. And this is a pretty nice one. This is one I've been after for a while because it's orange, and I don't know if I've said that before, but orange is my favorite color. Actually, one of my favorite cars in my collection, if not my favorite one, is the 71 Dodge Charger RT in Hemi orange with a black top and black stripes from Greenlight. And what's funny is that car was sold new at Mr. Norm's. This one here, there's not a huge write-up on it. Just some stats on the back, which sometimes they're not so accurate. They just tell you like what the differences were from 70 to 71. The Challenger was mostly unchanged for the 71 model year. The grille and tail lights were redesigned and new stripe packages were offered. So that's pretty much it. And like the little louvers, Greenlight just did a tampo. They didn't actually make the louvers there, but that is an RT option for 71 only. So let's get him out and take a look at him. And with Greenlight and other manufacturers, 71 seems to be the rarest of the E-bodies for Challengers anyways, because most of the ones that I find are 70s. So, and I always like to set my dealership up and say, well, this is like summer of 71 or summer of 70 with new 71s coming in. So getting 71 Challengers to put out on display in the dealership is kind of complicated. But as you can see, it's got the little louvers, but they are just tampos. And it is Hemi orange with the black RT stripes. And this one's got the, I guess I call it like a ram air hood. Not the shaker. It's got the go wane, and as you can see, the tail lights in 71 had the backup lights in the middle of the tail lights. And then the grille is split. As you can see, 2 pieces there. So pretty cool. And once again, I do really like this car. The front axle on the Greenlight sets back a little too far, but it's acceptable. As I say, it is a nice casting. And with the Challengers, we got to take what we can get because, well, there are other people that make the 70s and 71s, but it's hard to find them with the correct size, like scaling and stuff. M2s are too big, and then Johnny Lightning is close enough where you could put it in the dioramas with the green lights. And then the Hot Wheels premium ones are a little too small. So Greenlight is about the only accurate one, in my opinion, for 1/64th. So moving along to another series, and this is the old muscle car garage stuff from Greenlight. The Challenger was from 2015. So these 2 that we're going to do next are old ones. And this is from Series 11 Muscle Car Garage. Now, that other one is GL Muscle. I think they started that after they dropped Muscle Car Garage. So this is a 1970 Plymouth GTX, and that's 70 and 71s I really like. And then this is what was in the series, your Shelby GT350H, and then the 69 Buick GS350, a 70 Chevy Camaro, the 70 Plymouth GTX, an 89 Pontiac Firebird Formula, and the 2009 Dodge Challenger SRT8. And it tells you about the Under the Hood Club. This car was released in 09. Probably it was made in 09 and released in 10, I would guess. And it is a very sharp looking car. So let's get him out and take a look at him. So here it is in the yellow, and this is a very nice looking color on this car. Like the flat front ends and back ends of the 70, and the headlights, the grille, the way it is shaped, looks very nice. This one just has a bulge hood. It doesn't have the ram air hood. Still looks good though. And it's got the Magnum 500 style wheels on it. And your GTX emblem there on the rear quarter panel vents. And then the sharp pointed tail lights. Those are pretty cool. I do like the tail lights on these cars. Your backup lights are in the rear bumper. And the vanity plate is MCG 11, Muscle Car Garage 11. And this is still number 1343 of the mix. And I think this is a 446 pack car. So really nice looking car. Then last but not least, this is Muscle Car Garage Hobby Collection, and this is from 2008, so either it was released in 08 or 09. This is a 70 Dodge Charger RT in silver with a red tail stripe and red interior. Very beautiful color combo, and it has red line tires, which look really good on this. It has the big magnums on it, the first ones that were released by Greenlight that are a little bit too wide, like the Mopar Rallies. As you can see, they're pretty fat, and that's the only way they make them from Greenlight, are really wide, and that's what they were doing with the Magnums at first, but as you can see, they do have skinny ones, as we can see on this car here, the correct ones. So the hobby collection of Muscle Car Garage usually came with a tool accessory. This one has a rolling toolbox, which is cool, because it goes very well in the shop that we just bought. So let's see what else came in this lineup. You had a 64 Chevy Chevelle convertible, a 67 Shelby GT350, a 67 Pontiac GTO convertible, a 67 Ford Mustang Coupe, and this 68 Plymouth GTX convertible, and this 70 Dodge Charger. So let's get him out and take a look at him. And this one I've been wanting for a while, but it was hard to find it for a decent price. I finally found one for under 20 bucks, so I snagged it up all I could. So, good looking car. I wouldn't mind putting smaller Magnums on it, or even putting Mopar Rallies on it. This is number 3237 of the group of them made. See, nice detail on the front end with the wraparound bumper. This is when they did a good job with their detailing. They sometimes didn't even paint the tops or sides of the wraparound bumper, and that's one of the significant things of a 70. And as I mentioned before, you could see that the Chargers, Daytonas, and stuff, the motor compartment is a little bit weird because the engines are very, very small. But besides that, I mean, the outside of the car is very well done with the tail lights, the emblems and stuff. And as you can see, it says MCGHBY2. So Muscle Car Hobby Collection Series 2. Yeah, I was looking to see if I could see where the series is on this. Anyways, that's what it says here, Series S2. Well, not S, but 2. MCG HBY2. Very cool looking car, and this is one of the bases that they did in like a charcoal gray paint. Few cars are done like that. So very cool car. So that is our trio of Mopars for our Mopar Monday, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will be back again probably Wednesday to crack open something else for you. Maybe some trucks or cars, top cars, something like that. We have a lot of stuff in store for you this month of August, so be sure to turn on your notification bell so you know when we do drop a new video. And be sure to give us a thumbs up to help us move up in the algorithm so more people find us and our channel will grow. Thank you very much for your support, and thank you for watching my videos, guys.